Hello students, myself Shumona from Simi Foundation. Today we are here to learn about an interesting topic named digestive system in human body. In the earth, all the living things to live, energy is needed. And from where the energy is come? The energy is come from food. So after consuming food, how does the food is digested and how the nutrition come from the food into every cell of our body? To know the answer, today we are here to learn about the digestive system. So let's get started. Human beings take food through mouth and digest it specific organs for digestion. The undigested food is defeated. The food we take passes through a specific canal which begins with buccal cavity and ends at the anus. This canal is called alimentary canal or the digestive tract. The path of the alimentary canal are buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, large intestine, small intestine, rectum and anus. The food digested gradually as it passes through the various parts of the tract. Digestive juices secreted by the salivary glands, liver and pancreas also aid digestion, mouth and buccal cavity. Food intake human beings through mouth. This process of taking food is called ingestion. Chewing food is very necessary for proper digestion, and digestion process starts in the mouth itself. What happens during the chewing? The large pieces of food we eat are mechanically broken down into small pieces. Teeth help us in doing this. Now, after the action of teeth for breaking food particle and making it to small pieces, we have to know about the action of saliva on food. During chewing, food mixes with saliva. Saliva is secreted from the salivary glands, located on the lower jaw between the tongue and teeth. Saliva converts starch in the food into sugar and also soften the food. Tongue. Taste of food can be detected by the taste buds present in the tongue. Tongue is a fleshy muscular organ attached to the floor of the buccal cavity. It is free at the front and moves in directions. Taste buds appears as small bumps on the tongue and have different regions which help us enjoy different tastes. Esophagus or food pipe. The swallowed food from the mouth passes on the esophagus. The epiglottis, which is a flap-like structure behind the tongue, directs the food into esophagus and prevents the entry into the larynx. So what is the function of epiglottis and where it is situated? So the epiglottis is situated behind the tongue and it helps to prevent the entry of food into the larynx because our food pipe and gas pipe on the same direction. Now, the peristaltic movement of the esophagus helps the food to move down tract till it reaches the stomach. Stomach is a bag-like structure with a thick wall. It is in the shape of a flattened U and is the widest part of the alimentary canal. The food that enters the stomach is churned and mixes with the mucus. Hydrochloric acid and digestive juices secreted by the inner lining of the stomach. The acid helps to kill the bacteria present in the food. It also makes the medium of the stomach acidic. The digestive juices secreted by the stomach break down the proteins into simpler substances. Then the food is emptied into small intestine. Small intestine is a highly coiled structure and is about 7.5 meters long. As soon as the small intestine receives food from the stomach, the digestive juices from liver and pancreas are mixed into it. Liver. The liver is the largest gland in the human body and is situated in the upper side of the abdomen to the right. It is a reddish brown in color. It secretes bile which break down fats. Bile is stored in the gallbladder between meals. Pancreas. Pancreas is a leaf-shaped and cream-colored gland located just below the stomach. It secretes pancreatic juice, which act and break down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. After this is completed, the partially digested food reaches the lower part of the small intestine, where intestinal juices act upon the food and complete digestion of any remaining component in food. The carbohydrate of the food break down into sugars like glucose, fats into fatty acid and glycerol, and proteins into amino acids. The food consumed is digested and is now ready to be absorbed into the blood. Now we have to know about the absorption of food in the small intestine. The inner wall of the small intestine has finger-like projection called villi, which have a network of thin blood vessels close to the surface. Here the structure of villi is. The villus increases the surface area of absorption and absorbs the digested food materials. The substances thus absorbed are transported through the bloodstream to different organs in the body and are used to build complex substances like proteins. This process is called simulation. In the cells, glucose breaks down into carbon dioxide and water with the help of oxygen and release energy. So after simulation, how our body get energy? In the cells, glucose break down into carbon dioxide and water with the help of oxygen, and this energy is released in the form of ATP. Large intestine. After knowing about the small intestine, now we have to know about large intestine. The undigested food then enters into the large intestine. The large intestine is wider than small intestine and measures 1.5 meters in length. In the lengthwise, small intestine is bigger than the large intestine. But the intestine of large intestine is wider than the small intestine. In length, small intestine is bigger than large intestine, and in wide, large intestine is bigger than the small intestine. Once the undigested food enters the large intestine, it absorbs water and some salts from it, and it passes on the remaining waste into rectum. Here it remains as semi-solid thickest and fecal matters removed through the anus, and this is called ejection. The digestive process is completed by three processes: ingestion, absorption of food into the small intestine, and then ejection. And with these three, the total process of digestive system is complete. So student, I hope you can understand the topic, how food intake and ingestion happen, then how the food is absorbed to the small intestine, and after absorbing the nutrition from food, the waste product is removed from the anus, which is called ejection. So student, for today that's all. Keep learning and thank you.